Everybody thinks they're immune to this shit. Everybody thinks they're above it, that they can't be gotten. Bro, you're just like everyone else. Social media destroyed my mental health, and it's because I had no fucking boundaries. I was on that shit all the time during the pandemic, and I really internalized everything that I saw. Like, every piece of content went straight into my subconscious mind, and I was like, I need to fucking like learn from this. A lot of us don't want to admit that this type of stuff has a hold on us, but it was designed to mess with your brain biochemistry. It was designed to stimulate pleasure and to get you addicted. It's just so hilarious how so many of us are trying to be content creators as if that shit is not gonna get worse as you start using the internet more and more and more, either to build your brand, your personal brand, or you're just making content on here, even if it's just for fun, even if you're just using it to, share memes and stuff. Like, everyone tries to act like they're not one of those people who's using it too much. And it's like, how much is too much, really? At what point do you tip over into a social media addict? Because I honestly think the 4 hours a day is like the standard now. But I think that's still too much. Because if you add that shit up at 4 hours a day, that's 10 years of your life. So it's like, that's a very chilling reality. Personally, I always like delude myself. I'm always like, oh no, it's fine. Like, I only got on here for 5 minutes. I have timers. I just open it anyway. Like, it's so funny. I honestly think it's even worse when the lines are blurred because you're saying that you're using it for business or for like your brand and your content and all that. But then you're on there scrolling for personal dopamine. It's really hard. It's really fucking hard. I'm gonna be honest. Defeating the algorithm, and the algorithm is smarter than you. It knows you better than you know yourself. It's just, this is too much. Truly. Yeah, during the pandemic, social media literally became my god. I was on there every day. I was looking at what other women were doing. And social media is really, really toxic for women specifically because we compare ourselves to other girls and we're like, oh, she's so pretty. Oh, like, look at how she did her hair. Or like, oh, those nails look so cool. We're very sensational creatures, like, in general, and so we want the experience. We want to have what other people have because we're assigning our own meaning based on the feeling that it gave us. Like, think about that. When you're looking at a piece of content that someone else made, you're experiencing a positive feeling by looking at it, and you think that having the thing that that person has in that picture or video is going to make you feel the way you felt when you saw that piece of content. But that's literally not how it works. Just because you in that moment reacted like that doesn't mean you making a purchase and then getting that thing is going to make you feel happy. It was just the dopamine of seeing something new or seeing somebody else do a cool thing on social media. I had a shopping list at the beginning of the summer and I had to go through it and realize that the majority of stuff on that list was not stuff I needed. It was stuff that social media inspired me to desire. If you haven't already, actually go through your shopping list. Go through like your cart. Look at how much stuff you're purchasing or that you wanting that is coming directly from, so because I made a whole list and I literally traced everything back and realized that the whole thing was not true desire. It was desire stimulated by a feeling I experienced when I was using a social media platform. That's happening so much. Like, people are just making these emotional purchases all over the place. I wouldn't say like not to shop. Like, if you want to buy stuff, okay, like, I'm not judging you, but you got to check yourself every now and then because you really can't be brainwashed to just be the perfect consumer. Like, you're playing right into everything that they want you to be is just a slave to money. You're going to continue to be a slave to your impulses, to your behaviors, and not know how to break yourself out of that loop. Everyone thinks that they can't be gotten. Everyone thinks they're above it all. People think that there isn't somebody on the other end of that content filming. They think that content is free because these apps are free. No, they're not free. You're paying with your time. You're paying with your life force energy. When you're getting all riled up on these apps and arguing with strangers in the comment section of a video that really does not impact your life at all. Outside of that one dopamine hit or the emotion that was stimulated within you, you're paying with the stuff you could be doing in that 10 years that you're not doing because you're on social media. And it's a mess, truly.